this. And there's a bolt here, and I have to take this out. And then there's another bolt in here. Here's that bolt. Make sure you don't use it. And then there's one more down here. And then there's a connector here. You just push on the tab, and it should come out. There's the speaker. Okay, I think it might be one of these. Okay, so this can come off since it's barely being held on. Hold it back here.
Put it there.
And then these, there's one bolt here, and then 2 bolts here, I believe. So you take these covers off, there's one. Take this cover off, there's another one.
We've got the supervisor here who is falling asleep on the job.
Right. Alright, you can see they start moving now. And then when you take them out, make sure they don't drop, because they'll be very hard to get out. And there's a 4th one. And now we have to see where the sensor is. Okay, next
You got it? I'm gonna let
go. Then you find the sensor that goes with it. That has a black boot, and then this has a black boot, as you can see, or a black sleeve, as you can say. And then just disconnect it, push in and pull out, and then this should just come out. You gotta fish it through to get it out, and then there you go. There's your mirror.
See it?
Put it here. And look at the new one. Make sure it's the same before you even think of putting it in. This is the new flap that I will be putting on that way.
Good boy, Kasper.
Next, we put the new one on. You have to check it first.
Wesley just went up to Kasper. Wow. Aww. That was so cute.
And this is the new one.
It looks like we have junior supervisor here, making sure we have the right parts, isn't that, Wesley?
Take this off to make sure the internals are okay and the same. Always compare old to new part. They look very similar. There are no differences. Put this on first. So there's a little
Kasper.
peel adhesive here. Make sure everything pokes out that's supposed to poke out, and nothing else. Now that this is on, we can install it.
Last bolt.
2 more, but I've gotten 2 out of 4 in. Then you just snug them up. Make sure it's even on the outside too. There's the bottom of the sensor. It looks the same, and it was obviously connected to that before. Snugging them up. And then also do these guys. This is some thread locker, just so it doesn't come off with all the vibrations from the roads and all that. Just needs a little dab.
How often do you put that on?
Just once when you're taking it off, or when you're putting it on, so it doesn't come off when you're driving. Just do them by hand when you're just first getting them started. That's good. And then blue dye. Don't need too much. And then tighten them up evenly. Make sure they're even. And then give them all a good snug down to finish. There we go. Now you put everything back.
Leave it.
But you can make sure it works by plugging the connector back in. So let's do that. So now that it's all installed, before you put everything back, it would be a good idea to test it. So you don't have to take everything out again. So just plug the connector you need in and flip it to the left side and test it. Goes to the left, goes to the right, goes up, and goes down.
More time. Well done.
Oh. And then disconnect and put the door panel back, or speaker first, then door panel. Then you just plug all the connectors back in and put the door panel in, and you're good. Make sure you hear the click, otherwise it's not in all the way. And pull on them for extra safety. Wow, it actually stayed in. Oops. Just to make sure. Alright, front one still work. Okay. Just have to be careful with it. Time for the door panel. So these have little hooks that go into those holes. Make sure you get bottom ones in first, probably be easier, most likely, and then get the light in. Make sure you don't forget about it. Push it in and twist to keep it in there. And pull this out. Not out. Oh, okay. I have to take them off because you have to put the connectors through the door panel.
That's not going to be a good one to take out. Take Wesley in! Guys, take Wesley in! Guys, take Wesley in!
Feed all the cords up through here. There should be 4 different connectors that you have. Okay, so once it's like that, fiddle the door lock into its place. And then you can see the hooks. You gotta go up and then in. Up and in. And then down. There. Give it a little tug on it. And put the 2 11mm bolts back in. Starting with the bottom so it doesn't get lopsided on the bottom, on the top. They're not 11mm, they're 7mm. Make sure you get it lined up well. So, extension with the socket without the ratchet.
Why without the ratchet?
So you don't cross thread it. And go as tight as your hand, and then end it off with the ratchet. And then to the bottom, put this guy back in. Gotta do it. Put this part, the tab into that hole, and then it should just pop in like that. Now we can put this in. So This one for unlock and lock. This one for the back windows. Oh no, for this one for the back windows. This one for the front windows. Gotta make sure it's all the way in since the tab is broken. Ooh. And the mirror switch connector. And then put it in with this tab facing the other way. That. And then tap it in. Make sure everything works. Mirrors, left, right, good, right, good. Windows. There we go. Everything works. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, wait. There's a bolt missing. So take this out. Put one in right here. Make sure you know where your bolts are. So do the same thing without the ratchet first. Make sure you guide it in with your finger. And tighten it off with the ratchet. Okay, and last thing, oh, I never got a zip tie. Well, whatever. And then snap this into place on the top and the bottom, and snap this into place.
Do the check again after this.
And tap, and tap.
Do the check.
And check is left, right, up, down, right one, up, down, left, right. Windows, up, or down, down, up, and down. So everything works. And then lock and unlock and window lock.
Nice. Let's see it. Wait, don't close it. Alright, I'm gonna go this way.